Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to Ravenport. We're at the BGA. I've been kind of doing some silage and some weeding in the afternoon after our lunch with the farm owner and his wife. The meeting went pretty well actually. We didn't really discuss figures. He just wanted to discuss more things about what we have on the farm and what the future plans of the farm are. I kind of told him that the money we'd be getting in the next couple of days might be going towards buying the big field. He seemed rather interested about that. We did discuss about moving the grass field though. He says if you're going to run this kind of a farm, need a bigger grass field. And I told him that's in the plans. But as for my wage, he's going to head back home, talk it over with his wife, and they'll get back to me at some point. They do not know that I'm thinking about leaving, but what they don't know doesn't hurt them. I mean, when we decide to leave, we'll let them know. Give them some warning. But it's going to be a short warning. Anyways, I took care of the weeds in field 7. I even took care of the weeds that were like in this part of field 4 and 5. And also took care of the weeds that were down here while selling silage. I did move some things around as well. Implements, tractors, repaired stuff. That's why our money situation is kind of down to 204. So we lost about maybe 4 or 5 grand. But the main thing is I brought you this back. The only thing we're going to do this evening is the straw is going for $85 per. Whoops. So I need to be in here. The truck is ready to go actually. So this is not a full trailer, but it's pretty close to a full trailer. I think we got 38 bales actually as I drive over my own field as one would. Gotta be very careful with that many bales and they're 8,000 liters per. So I have no idea how much money we're going to get by selling all these. Hopefully they do sell off the trailer. I'm pretty sure they will. But we will find out all together. And after this, then we got 2 more full trailers. So, I mean, this is just about a full trailer. We're missing a bale. Let me turn the HUD on just in case I need to. Actually, I want to turn in this way. They are selling, kind of. How about if I take the straps off? The trailer is actually that long. Let me put the straps back on so they don't fall off. And then I'll back in. So we're at 230,000, so that's roughly what, $26,000 we got? Can we see that on here? Must be sold bales. Yep, 26. Wow, I sold a lot of bales. Sold bales, 172. Where is that from? I am drawing a blank where that is from. I have no idea. Where did I get all that? But anywho, I have no idea where those bales came from before. Don't know. So I got 2 more loads to go pick up. That's what we'll do. So we're going to have a good amount of money coming in, another 50 grand from just selling some bales. So here's all of our straw bales that we parked up for, what, a day, give or take. Come on. Just that one. And now I got a couple over here that do not want to load up. There we go. Now I've hit Y. They're loaded. Strapped in. We are ready to go. Back on down to the barn. Get ourselves another 26 grand. Then I'll come back and get the final load. Here we are with a second load. Driving gingerly because it is so heavy. So flippin' heavy. You take any part of a corner and this trailer just wants to flip. I mean, it's not the trailer. It's the 8,000 liter bales I got everywhere. But there's another load done. On back up to the BGA. We'll get the final load, come back down here and get ourselves some more cash. And then I'll spend the night selling some silage at the BGA. And in the morning, we'll be selling some horses, buying some horses. And I'm sure a couple of our fields will be ready, like the canola fields. But first things first, gotta sell the last trailer of bales. And one more time, drive slowly because I don't want these going everywhere. It doesn't help that I don't know why they had to put a wood pile like right there, but they did. No bales left behind, I don't believe. So yeah, we went from $204,000 to $284,000. Not too bad. So the rest of my evening is going to be selling. I think I got like 400,000 liters of silage left. I probably won't be able to get it all sold by midnight, but I'll get most of it done, and the rest of it will be sold by morning. What I am going to do is I'm going to park this man truck and trailer down here by the chicken farm so we can hook up to the animal trailer in the morning and sell the horses. But the other thing we're going to do, and I was kind of like I was going to do before, is we're going to take a contract out, but we're not going to do the contract because I do feel field 8. So field 8 is what we could possibly be buying in the morning. So we can see it goes for $1.212 million. We could have that by morning. The good thing is it doesn't have weeds. It doesn't need to be plowed. It doesn't need lime. It has one stage of fertilization in it. So we're going to come in here, contract harvest field 8. We will accept the contract, but not do it. So yeah, we're just shy of 300,000. Hopefully I'll get maybe a couple, maybe close to 300,000 up here at the BGA. And then we're going to sell the horses. We got a lot of stuff we could possibly sell as well. So if we don't get there, but at least we'll have the contract. But right now our fields are all looking good. There's no pink anywhere, so we got no weeds. So yeah, I will see you when the sun rises. Well, morning has arrived, and as you can see, I'm still selling some silage at the BGA, but we're just shy of $500,000. So it looks like we'll be buying field number 8 this morning. A few things we need to discuss as well. I do have the case tractor over in the big field, field 4 and 5. He is now weeding the rest of the field because the weeds have arrived over there once again. We did a little bit of the field. I set him off on a course, and he's probably going to be like right down the middle of the field by the looks of things. I just set him off, so we can just check on what he's doing now. Yeah, so he's kind of going down here. So which way he goes, we'll figure it out afterwards. That field's kind of a mess because I did it here, and yeah, whatever. We'll take care of that. Anyways, the Fendt tractor, he's got a little bit more to sell. We don't need the lights anymore. So the good news is, by taking the contract in field 8, that is still sitting there, and that is oats over it in this field over here. But for now, nope, wrong tractor. Did I not? Where is my truck? Oh, it's got to be right here. There it is. We'll drop that off. Some fields need to be fertilized, but first things first, we got some animals to sell. Not just, and I said animals, yes, not just horses. We got to sell some pigs, because the pigs, in the middle of the night, when I checked them, like, where's the pig status? I'm like, oh, the pigs were full. So I don't know when they got full, but yeah, we're maxed out on pigs again. So I'm not sure which horse paddock it is at this point, because I've kind of lost track which one's doing what. So the best way to do it is just pull into one, and it's not these. It's these down here. So I'm going to make a couple trips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Confirm, that's half a load. I realize this trailer can hold 9, but I just take 8, then pick up 8. So let me sell these horses, buy some new horses, and we'll see roughly where we stand money-wise. But we do need to sell some pigs as well so they can get reproducing some more. Well, here we are with our last of the new horses. And unfortunately, the money-wise, the way we are just shy of being able to buy that field. But, you know, we're going to get some pigs here in a minute. We'll sell them up. And then we'll have more than enough. Which means more straw because it's oats. I wonder how much oats are going for today. I don't know because we do have a lot of oats in stock as well. But the good news is we do have a silo that can hold quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is obviously I'm going to put this trailer away. I'm going to grab our flatbed trailer, head on up toward the BGA, drop that off there, and then when I head down to the pig farm, might as well call it a farm because they're breeding awfully fast. And then I got to do the thing of selling 25 of each color pig. I think next time I do pigs though, I may just do one color and be over with it. Because I wonder if I can separate them by color. I don't know. Maybe I'll fiddle around when I get down to the pigs. But first things first, I need to go drop this trailer off. And then we'll go sell a whole bunch of pigs. Buy the field number 8. Get that set off on a worker. And then maybe I'll sell the rest of the pigs. But yeah, I'll meet you down at the pig farm and we'll take care of them right about now. Well, our worker was quote-unquote done in field 4 and 5, so he did this section here, so now he should be fine for the rest of the field, and I'll take care of this little section later on. Meanwhile, down at the pigs, it's time for me to sell 25 apiece. Now, if we come in here, you can see reproduction rate, nothing. So we got 75 apiece, so I'm going to take care of the pigs. This does take me a while to do. Trying to count. Am I not in the trigger? Really? The trailer is in the trigger. There we go. Yeah, so this will take me a while to do, as always. I'm just going to spam some pigs here, then I'll figure it out later. Yeah, so give me a while. And here we are to make some bacon. I mean cash. Alright, so we'll just spam this as much as I can. And there is 72 grand. So I'm just going to go right in here right now. So yeah, I still got to sell 7 apiece. But we're going to go right in here. Land. And yep. Do I want to buy it? Sure I do. So we're right back down to 78 grand, but we got a lot of crop to harvest. I still got some more pigs to sell. I mean, the farm is just going fantastic. I got to text the owner as when I get down to the pigs, let him know that I did buy that field today. He was kind of excited when I told him that we had, we should have enough money to buy the field, and he was like, "Really? Really?" I said, "Yeah." So I'll text him when I get down there because you don't text and drive. And then I gotta, pick up some more pigs, bring them over, sell them, and then we'll get our harvester start working in the big field. I think. Yeah, we'll do the big field. I got other fields already for harvest as well. Wow, we can almost use 2 harvesters now. That's scary. Well, maybe that's a thought. Pigs first. So 28 more pigs. That's another 28 grand in our pocket. So we go here. We're back down to 50 pigs per. This will kick in another 10 minutes. It resets every 15 minutes in game time. So yeah, it's like every 2 days or whatever. We'll be getting like 100 grand from the pigs. I mean, what more could you ask for? So he's go ahead weeding of that. I do need to fertilize. I got to get a tractor fertilizing that. But yeah, let me go park up the trailer once again down by the pig farm. Bring the man truck up. We'll have to get the trailer ready, and we'll get the combine rolling on field number 8, which is now ours. The pigs sure do have lots of manure. We may have to take care of that. and sell that at the BGA at some point. So come over here. The combine's actually in the shed. I don't know if I showed that or not last time. Probably not. I mean, it's only parking the combine up, right? And I parked the header on the side over here. And I did repair the header last time. So it should be a fully repaired header ready to go. Now we're going to head up to the Central Port elevator and harvest some headlands up there just to help out the worker because, I mean, it's right against the building. And once I set this off on a worker, I should also make sure it's on straw swath because we want the straw. Now I don't know if I'm going to make bales out of it or if we're going to just collect it and put some into the barn. I'm thinking we're just going to make bales out of it completely. I don't need straw right now. We just took care of the animals the other day. But yeah, we're starting to get enough fields to where it's almost like we could use another combine harvester. Nope, nope, nope. Fold. Then down. So this field is almost a perfect field other than it didn't get a second stage of fertilization, which I probably could have done, but I didn't do because I didn't think I was going to have enough money anywhere near enough time to do this. But it's all good. So I'm going to do 2 headlands here, up and back, and then set them off on a worker. We'll have to see what the price of oats are today. If not, we'll just put it in our silo because that's what the silo's for. But even though we just spent $1.25 million in this field, we still have $100,000 sitting in the bank account. So, like I said in last episode, I'm thinking about moving the grass field. There is a grass field here, and we'll talk about that in a second. Because I talked over with the owner about that, and he said, well, there's a grass field here. And I said, yeah, I looked at it too, but there is a problem with the field. Kind of. But this should be more than enough headland for our worker to get along. I really don't need the HUD display anymore. But we do have quite a bit of grain in storage. We got, a lot of oats and canola sitting in storage right now. So I'll have to see what the prices are doing. Alright, sir, we'll line you up, and you can be on your merry way. There, so while he's going along... So, field 9 is a grass field, which I thought, is something we could do. But when you go to lands, and you click on it, it's almost $500,000, and look at the amount of land we are buying with no field into it. This is very hilly. Then you got roads in between. So if we're going to do a grass field, if you look at field 9, it's almost as good as field 1. Field 1 is 313 compared to 500,000. So field 1 is not a bad field. I haven't really visited field 1. Boy, there's no way for me to teleport. Remember in 17, you could click on the sign and just teleport to the field to see what it looks like? I have no way to get down there, really, other than taking a vehicle, which I need to do anyways. So let's click off this. I was going to take the John Deere down to do it, but right now I don't know where the John Deere even is, to be honest with you. It might be down here, or is it here? Oh, it is here. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's where the fertilizer spreader is. All right, so I need to fertilize the fields down here. I'm going to do that. It won't take me too long, obviously, with that. And then I'll come back up here, probably repair it and fill it up, because we do have the cash. And we'll bring the John Deere over here, and we'll start fertilizing this beautiful field here. And after we set them off on a worker, we'll kind of come down and take a look at field 1. Field 1 is the one with grass in it, I do believe. Yeah, I can tell because it doesn't show me what's going on here. And we'll kind of take a look at it ourselves and see what's going on. But I'm going to head on down to the John Deere, just like that. Start her up. I'm going to fertilize these fields. I'll bring it back in just a little bit. And we'll go take a look at field 1. Well, the chicken farm fields are fertilized. Let's head over here. We'll top this off. This will chew up some cash. Seeing that we're going to take like 15,000 liters of artificial fertilizer. I'm going to repair the John Deere and the fertilizer spreader. So while that's filling up, I do want to see what is the price of, is the price of straw still good? No, it's not. It dropped because we sold a whole bunch. So we do have the loading wagon right here at the BGA. So I think I am going to take some. You know, it's going to take like 200,000 liters, which is fine. Then the rest we'll make into bales, and we'll just like put them in stock somewhere for now. And we'll sell them at a later date, as we're still filling up with artificial fertilizer. I don't need this much, but, you know, might as well fill it up. And I realize I could be doing digestate, but that big of a field, I don't think I'm going to be doing digestate. We'll save the digestate for the smaller-ish fields. So pop on over here. Spend some cash to repair. $814 to repair that. And I need to find that mod once again, that once you get in the repair section, you can tab through vehicles and repair a whole bunch at once. Fuel I do not need. So we're going to head on over to... Wow, the combine's getting along quite well. I'm surprised it hasn't set a full tank yet, but that's fine. So we'll head over to the big field here. Now we got two big fields. I don't know what to say, but I don't know. I want to say 4 and 5 is even bigger than 8. I don't know. 4 and 5 is 9, so that's only 8. So we'll just say that. I have no idea. I think we'll set them off on course play, because course play will make sure I get the whole field. So last time course play had me start somewhere up in this area actually. So we will do this. Fertilize and seeding is this one here. We'll click on this button. Field 4. And it has me starting right up here. It doesn't look like it needs that many passes, but then again, this is a wide spreader. I've always used course play more than I always use GPS. And if you know you're going to play on a map for a long time, setting up course play to run back and forth to things is always great. Does it show my markers now? Yep, it's right behind me. So I'll make sure I want to get this fertilized before it hits the second growth stage so we don't do any crop destruction. We will unfold this to help it out. And it should be good to go. Just like that. I wonder if he'll catch up to the weeder. I don't know. What I do need to do is we're going to come over here. Zoom. No, come on. There we go. The price of oats. Central grain elevator. $12.24 and the price is rising. So what we'll do is we're going to store these oats until this price stops. That is a pretty darn good price. Anything for canola? I'll look quickly. I thought that said $17.71. It's $11.71. So that's an okay price, but not the best. So we'll hold on to that. But the oats, that is a pretty good price for the setting that we're on. We'll see what that climbs up to. But what we are going to do is we're going to come over here. to our truck. And we're going to unload the combine. Yeah, I gotta wait for him to turn around, right? Yeah, because the pipe is on the other side. So he's not 80% full, so he should have no problem going down and coming back up. We'll unload him there. I'll put in the silo, and then we'll go down and take a look at field 1. Probably take the T8, because that's about the only thing I got available at the moment. So let me take care of this combine, and I'll see you briefly. Well, just as the combine reached the bottom of the field down there, he hit 80% full. I'm just about half full, but we're going to unload anyways. Put it in here until we figure out what that price reaches, but we will be selling the oats later on, I do believe. I don't know if it'll be this episode or not. Alright, we'll park the truck right over here for now. This is just fine. Does this field need anything? Well, it doesn't need lime, which is good, and it doesn't need to be plowed, which is fine. Let's come over here. I kind of want this loading wagon to be emptied at some point. But we're going to hop into our T8 tractor. We're going to take a journey down to field 1 just to have a look-see. I really haven't been there since the first day of FS19, when I just kind of drove around, looked at it, trying to figure out what we were going to do. Well, let me head on down there, and we'll take a quick looks around and see what's what. Well, we're sort of down here. I don't know if this is the quickest route. Right over the tracks. I see nothing but grass. I'm going to assume this is field 1. It is field 1. Alright. We do get all the grass field around it as well. I can always expand the field to be more grass. Not a bad view either. I mean, it's not a huge field, but I mean, this field 1 is definitely going to be bigger. I mean, you can see this little grass field we got here. We can probably fit 2, maybe 2.5 fields up into here. So this is something that we could be looking at pretty soon, since it's only 313 grand. I mean, we can expand the grass field out to here as well. That's what I'm kind of thinking. I mean, we'll have the money. I mean, the money's not an issue anymore. Not my grass field, so I can probably almost drive into it. The one thing I noticed, like, it's not fertilized, so I would, like, replant grass in this field to get a stage of fertilization, so every time I would just have to do one stage. Kind of cheeky that way. I'm just trying to see if it needs anything else. Not really. Not really at all. So maybe next episode we'll be buying this field. Because we're selling our oats today, we'll get quite a bit of money from that. And we got some canola fields to harvest, even though the canola price isn't great. But if we need the cash, we can always get it. But back on up to the BGA. Hopefully we can sell the rest of that silage so we can grab that loading wagon. I am going to take 2 loads of straw from the loading wagon and straw from that field and put it into storage. Then, like the rest I said, we'll make into some bales and we'll sell them at some point. But let me do some checking up on our tractors, see what they're all doing, see how Courseplay is working out here. I'll bring it back in just a second. Well, I thought since I was waiting for the loading wagon to get emptied, the animals were like at 50% cleanliness, so I figured, we'll just go around and clean them out. Basically, I was really checking on the pigs to see what the reproduction rate was, and right now it's at 3 hours and 15 minutes per. But I'm pretty sure if I were to clean them up, it may get right down to 3 hours, so. Since the pigs are bringing us a good amount of money, I thought it'd be wise to try to keep them clean. And they are messy. There we go. So they are all clean. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. I'll see every 2.5 days or so. Now we'll park that right here. Now one of our workers finished. I'm assuming it's our guy doing the weeds. He is. So I'm going to grab him. We got that one little patch I'm going to go take care of because that'll just annoy me. Our courseplay worker is getting along just fine, I would assume. Courseplay does take longer than a worker usually. But a worker will charge you money, and if you select don't pay your courseplay worker, then it's free. So that's what I did. Alright, so now I gotta find this one little patch. Okay, so after the field bends down a little bit, it's somewhere. And it's hard to tell, but I do believe it's right here. Am I close? Yeah, okay, so I was seeing something. It's hard to really see the weeds in there, but they're there. And right about there should do it. Good enough. Fold that up. We'll bring this guy back to the BGA with all the other tractors. And, yeah, still waiting for that loading wagon. Well, it goes without saying, the loading wagon is now free. We have sold all the silage. I have gotten one load of straw already collected. We're going to grab another load here in just a minute. 2 loads will be good. That'll give us almost like a full capacity of straw in the barn. And that should last us a while. But obviously with the amount of fields that we got now, if we ever need straw or whatever, we can just plant something somewhere and get enough straw within a couple of days. Also, the oat price has reached its peak. It was like it's like at $12.28 or something like that. But we're not going to sell it this episode. We'll do it next episode because I do want to think about what one of those fields I do want to buy up in that corner. Field 1 does look pretty good. But I'm trying to think about, do I want to do grass? Do I not want to do grass up there? I mean, it's a thought. You know, part of me just wants to maybe just, I don't know. I got to think about it because we are getting, the amount of fields that we have is starting to, I've said it before, it's starting to be, I don't want to say too much. But as for advancing days on the farm here, when you got that many fields to start taking care of, it can be a handful. I do believe our combine harvester is still going. I did unload him not long ago. I think he'll be able to harvest the rest of the field without filling up the combine. And our John Deere is still fertilizing field 4 and 5. But we have like 250,000 liters of oats to sell at $1,200 per. So we should have more than enough money to buy one of those fields down there. But the more I think about it, yeah, we should do a bigger grass field kind of thing. I don't know. Another part of me thought, well, maybe what I could do is just turn that big field into, you know, buy some more animal pens. And I was like, yeah, that might be too much. We got all the animals we need, I do believe. I can imagine. I think there is a limit of how many animal pens you can put on a map, but there are mods out there that allow you to put as many as you want. But now I think, you know, once we buy, you know, we might buy those 3 fields up in that northwest corner. I could merge them, make it all one grass field. I don't know how we're going to do it just yet. But I do know the owner does want a bigger grass field, so I probably will make field 1 bigger and make it all grass. He did say let me know when I do buy the bigger grass field, and don't do anything to it until I talk to him. So yeah, I guess it will be a grass field. I'll have to do it. He says he has something that he wants to do, so I'll probably be contacting him later again today. I've already texted him, let him know we bought field number 8. He hasn't replied yet, so either he's in shock or he's not back home yet from visiting yesterday. But grabbing this straw here, the rest will be made into bales, like I said. We'll probably throw them to the side over there once again till the price is really good. But actually this harvester went through this field pretty darn quick. But we do have other fields that are waiting to be harvested. I mean, it would be nice to have another harvester, but we really don't need one for as fast as ours harvests. So there's our second load of straw. So that's going to put us almost at capacity in the barn. So the rest will just be made into bales and sold at a later date. But we sold a lot of animals today, made a lot of money, and spent a lot of money. And the day has just started. It's only, Jesus, it's just barely 9 o'clock in the morning. We're going to sell most of our oats that are in this silo. I mean, I could sell them all, actually, but I think there's... the rest of the oats are down at the other silo. We keep that for the horses. So yeah, we'll probably be buying another piece of property in the next episode. And it looks like our John Deere has finished working at the same time. And it looks like 2 of those were more than what the barn can hold. So I'll probably end up dumping this in the field and make a big bale, a couple big bales out. Actually, that won't even make a bale, will it? Our bales are 8,000 liters and I got 6,500. So the good thing is we own this land, so I can do this. Wow, that dumps it out really quick. Yeah, so that's good. That is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you next time in Ravenport. But until then, have a good one.